Meanwhile, the Indian Air Force is also looking at the induction of the indigenous aircraft, including the LCA Mark 1A and LCA Mark 2, along with the advanced medium combat aircraft. Of course, this is the latest move by the Indian Air Force. I am being joined by Major Mohammed Ali Shah, who is a defense expert. Sir, what do you make of this move by the Indian Air Force to ground the MiG-21 fleet?
Well, I think the very fact that grounding the MiG-21 fleet, the MiG-21 Bison is a vintage aircraft, very old aircraft. And it's not just about, there have been a lot of accidents, a lot of crashes with that. It's known as a flying cockpit, not because of that only. But technology, after a while, it gets redundant. We have to keep on constantly upgrading our technology. Now, when we, for example, for everyone to understand this, if we put a car, we have a car, we own a car, and we put the car, and okay, we'll upgrade, we'll buy a better version. We will either dispose it off, we will not use this car anymore. Is it because we had an accident earlier with that car, or it had? No, it's not. We would want to upgrade. So I see it completely as an upgradation of the Indian Air Force. It's a world where we are using Rafales right now. We are advancing in technology. So similarly, in our modern equipment, we need to modernize. And let me tell you, MiG-21 Bison is the same vintage aircraft which Wing Commander, now Group Captain Abhinandan Varthaman, was flying when he crash landed into Pakistan on 27th February 2019. And when the very, very famous quote when he told the Pakistanis, "I am not supposed to tell you that." And so, of course, we are just upgrading in technology, and I see it as any move where we would be upgrading our equipment and modern technology for that matter.
Major Shah, you mentioned that it's vital for India to modernize its fleet. In fact, India is looking at inducting indigenous aircrafts too. What is your take on this?
Most certainly. Just yesterday, a very, very good question. Just yesterday, we crossed over a lakh crore mark in defense production, which means Indianization, Atmanirbhar Bharat, being self-sufficient, self-reliant. There was a time when India would look up to countries like Russia, Israel, America in awe, and because we were dependent upon them for defense equipment. But today, India is manufacturing defense equipment. And as our defense minister had said earlier, Rajnath Singh Saab had said earlier, we want India, not just India to make in India, to make for India, we want India to make for the world. Now, the very fact that we have now come we have actually become Atmanirbhar. So we are totally self-reliant, and I think it's a very, very good move, and we are going to be inducting more equipment which we have manufactured ourselves, which we can rely on. Aankhein band karke, we can close our eyes and we can rely on it because we know we have manufactured it. In case anything goes wrong, we have our engineers, we have our technicians, we have our full team, we have a battery of technicians who can actually work upon it. So most certainly it's a very, very good sign, and a very, very good sign in progress for that matter.
Major Shah, you just mentioned Atmanirbharta. What the Indian Air Force is currently doing is, amalgamating Atmanirbharta and modernization, a sort of twofold step towards progress. How would you react to this? How would you envision the future of the Indian Armed Forces and the Indian Air Force?
Well, I see the Indian Armed Forces per se and the Indian Air Force in particular advancing in technology, because nowadays warfare has changed. It's not about a tough army officer being able to do 100 push-ups. It's all about technology. It's all about digitization. And in fact, the future wars, battles would be fought sitting in a command post inside your office by clicking a computer screen, by clicking a button. So most certainly when we are actually advancing in technology, we are advancing in warfare, we are advancing in a lot in digitization for that matter. So most certainly I think it's a very, very welcome step, and I see the Indian Armed Forces going to further heights and further glory for that matter.
All right, Major Shah.